Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. I'd like to thank Harbor Girl. She's over there on my Twitter page. Y'all please follow me on Twitter. Please. Because I'm starting to build up that page. But and my other platforms as well. But anyway, she sent me this information in regards to the Fury plane crash that happened at General Mills yesterday in Covington, Georgia. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are really, really targeting our food supply out here. This stuff is serious. This is not a coincidence, allegedly. If you think it is, something ain't right with you. I'm tell you that now. This say 2 killed in Fury plane crash at General Mills plant in Covington, Georgia. Officials said there were no survivors aboard a small plane that crashed into the General Mills plant in Covington early Thursday evening. Captain Ken Malcolm with the Covington Police Department said around 6:45 p.m. a twin-engine Cessna appeared to start having engine trouble. Witnesses told police it traveled northeast but appeared to be having trouble gaining altitude and was making unusual engine noises. Malcolm said the plane then veered right and came straight down onto an isolated area of the plant where tractor trailers are stored. It goes on to say that police said the plane appeared to explode on impact. Witnesses said there were a series of small explosions after the crash. About 6 trailers that were parked together and believed to be mostly empty caught fire and were damaged after the crash. We saw what we believe is a wing and possibly a part of an engine, but again, it's a lot charred metal back there right now, said Malcolm. The captain said that investigators are still not sure how many were on the flight, but that no one survived. Police said late Thursday crews were able to recover one body, but the other body was still in the wreckage. We are working on a lead to determine who the victims were in the crash, the captain said. No one on the ground was injured due to the crash. The fact that it didn't crash into the plant saved many lives, Malcolm said. A massive dark plume of smoke could be seen rise above the Georgia city located about 30 miles southeast of Atlanta. I used to live in Covington, so I know exactly where this is. Photos provided to Fox 5 Atlanta shows a plume of thick, heavy smoke coming from the plant and several tractor trailers damaged. Fire crews could be seen extinguishing the blaze. The plant, located at 15200 Industrial Park Boulevard, Northeast, it is about 8/10 of a mile southeast of the eastern edge of the runway at Covington Municipal Airport. While police initially believed the flight took off from the nearby airport, data from FlightAware suggests the flight was inbound and may have trouble landing. The actual crash site at the plant is about 300 feet away from the plant. Oh, okay, so it was 300 feet away from the plant, so it didn't actually hit the plant. Police said crews will be on the scene all night working to secure and investigate the crash. The cause of the crash is under investigation by the FAA and NTSB. The crash site is about 30 miles southeast of Atlanta. The General Mills plant produces cereal, of course, and a variety of other like breakfast types of products. Yeah, y'all, this is like really weird. Like, all this stuff that's happening, at food production plants and whatnot all around this country and also all around the world. I didn't even hear about this on the news. Well, I went to bed early because I've been exhausted, but I'm up now and I'm looking at different news stations and I didn't hear anything about this. Y'all let me know if y'all heard anything about this. Thanks Harbor Girl for sending this article to me. And my thoughts and prayers goes to those loved ones of the victims of that crash. If this was actually people who were intending on going to a different destination, and that happened. Yeah, it's just hard. I'm sorry, if this. It's hard for me to believe what the news say. It's hard for me to believe the kind of stories that I hear sometimes because it's just something that's going on. Well, we know that's very suspect about all these things that are targeting our food supplies, our food supply allegedly. To me, I think a lot of stuff is on purpose. Like, I don't know if this particular incident that occurred was on purpose, because it seemed like it was some innocent people involved. And we don't never know the true story behind things. But y'all better, we all better, ain't no y'all, we all better have second, third, fourth, and fifth options of how we're getting our food. And we already know with prepping channels, our main solution to things is being totally self-reliant. Whether you're getting you some land and you're growing a garden, whether if you don't even have to have land to grow a garden. You could do it in your house these days, or wherever you are. But just got to get it going, because and having food storage, of course. That's another thing that we talk about, and we prep mainly food, a lot of food, because we can't depend on the system. And it seems like all these things that's going on with the food, from the Asian bird flu to now this. And when, like I said, when I was traveling, you guys can go back to some of my previous videos. When I was traveling all throughout the country, and I'm seeing crops that are deserted basically, and I'm talking to local people, and they saying since the beginning of this 2020, they haven't been any the farmers haven't been growing any vegetables and fruits and whatnot. So, the way of life that we once known, and we were once used to and accustomed to, it's now changed, y'all. So we got to change along with it. And I think this going to help a lot of us. We'll stop depending on these people. We'll have more money, because when you're not, I know for a lot of people in their monthly budget, one of the main expenses right after housing is food. Food has always seemed like it's the main expense, and then you have food. And then you have like your lights, your water, gas, and and all these different insurances people pay on a monthly basis. So y'all be careful, man. It's a lot going on out here. I'm talking about just a lot, back to back, back to back. All of it is suspect. It's questionable. It raises flags. And we have to be concerned, but we have to prep like we never prepped before, pray like we never prayed before, prepare ourselves, and just get in that mindset like, y'all, we're not living in the same world anymore. So there's no need of us to having that same type of mentality that we've always had, that we could just get up and go to the local market, or we can trust the food supply allegedly, or the water allegedly, and just do as much as we possibly can for ourselves. Guys, please follow me on other platforms. Like Harbor Girl gave me this information on Twitter. I'll start posting. Well, I do post on Twitter a lot from my Patreon. But y'all, please follow me, because these platforms, y'all, they are censoring people like the community, our community, the pepper community, like left and right. So just in case they take me off this platform, because I have been censored before and been on a strike for 2 weeks, you will have access to me on my other platforms, on Patreon, on Twitter. I have another Preppers and YouTube page. The links will be in the description. Y'all watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it. If you're looking for land, you can we have land for sale in Texas, have bug eye locations in Texas, land for sale in Virginia, bug eye locations in Virginia that a friend of mine that I know, and also myself looking to create bug eye locations up there, because I'm always working in the north. But y'all, it's just time for us to come together, pull together with people in your communities, like-minded people. Y'all, don't wait before it's too late, and keep surviving.